Welcome to Anime Unraveled. I'm Rex Paget.
I'm Daniel Peppers.
Damn.
Son of a bitch.
Damn. Got me. You got me. I was trying to think of like when we were playing the music and it was going down, I was like, what's the name I'm going to use? Because I've already used yours. I've already used
I
yours.
halfway considered doing it myself. I was like, no, I'll fuck up.
I was like,
I almost went, welcome to Anime Unraveled.
You should have.
yeah, that would have been good. You know who we are. Listen, we're 111 episodes.
If you're on
in.
Spotify, you definitely know. If you're on YouTube, well,
We're like, 30
Yeah,
the
episodes
last like
in.
4 episodes, you might be real confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if you jump in, they're like, what the fuck is that? What is this?
Identity
They're just
fraud.
trying to confuse us all.
That's right.
Identity
Keep
theft
you on
isn't
your
a
toes.
joke,
That's
Michael.
right. Well, you know, they say in the YouTube algorithm, you gotta hook them in the first 30 seconds. So we've hooked them by confusing who's actually speaking.
You know, now pointing it out,
There's
they've
a
lost
mystery
it.
to solve.
But there's a mystery to solve. Who did it? It was Professor Plum.
We do not get enough good mystery anime.
It
We
was,
do not.
It was Dr.
No.
Parrot.
Dr. Parrot.
What was the one that you introduced me to, the manga? It was like a killing...
Killing stalking?
No, not killing stalking.
Yeah,
It was the other one where people basically were making contracts to where they had to kill someone like every week or every month or whatever, and if they didn't do it, they died.
Jesus.
Do you not remember that?
Rex, was this a dream?
No, it's a manga that you own.
That I own?
Yeah, you have multiple volumes.
Killing in the name of.
Killing in the name of,
Killing is the first word.
I think. I could be wrong.
wow,
It's been a long time. I
well-
thought you would remember because you had such like a, I don't know, you were pretty hyped about it when it first came out.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Okay, so they get contracts to kill people.
No, like magical contracts, dude. Like, they're basically signing with demons to kill people, but the first guy used his cell phone or something. Do you remember?
To kill someone?
Yeah. Like, whoever picked up their phone was the person that would die. Do you not remember this?
Not the...
Rex, I think you
no,
dreamed this.
I will literally look it up
I
after
think
the
we-
episode. We will add, okay, yeah, you're going to edit in and be like, this is what he was talking
This
about.
is what he was
I
talking
think
about.
Thank you,
maybe-
Peppers.
Maybe you've talked about this on it because now that he's gone further into detail, there's a snippet from I think an
Yeah,
episode we
because-
were recording where you talked about this.
Yeah, the guy that was teaching them or whatever, because the first case happens in a school, he was like basically trying to track down who the killer was because it was one of the students.
Okay, so there's Doubt, but that is like a Saw type manga called Doubt. where
No,
they're
it's
all-
not Doubt.
Okay, it's not
Okay.
Doubt. Okay, so there is
We'll just say
a school frozen in time. Hold
nope,
on.
definitely not that.
Definitely not that.
What about that? Would it be that social media one that he was
No,
talking
it's
Real
not that.
account?
No, it's
Real
not real
account?
account. That's completely different.
What the fuck? And I
It's
was
not
hyped
High
about
Oh
this.
yeah, I think you have 2 volumes, but I think 3 or 4 are out currently. You might have the third. I just don't know. I gave you the second volume, I think.
You gave
Or
me the second
If
one.
I didn't give it to you, we were like shopping. I was like, "Hey, look, here's this," and you're like, "Shit, I gotta get that."
Can't stop cursing you.
That's it. Can't stop cursing you, not killing. Thank you.
got you.
You
Hey,
got
I
there.
got
you
you.
got there.
I got you.
That one was
that's
actually
teamwork.
pretty good.
Yeah. I would. You know, you would have got me. It's basically what I like to call like it's kind of like Death Note. It's got a Death
Yeah,
Note.
it's
vibe
very
to
Death
it.
Note vibes.
I know exactly
Which
what you're
Death
talking
Note
about.
was another good one.
Yeah. But yeah, can't stop cursing you. There's only 3 volumes out.
Okay. it
And
is
you
on
have
there.
all 3 volumes.
Yes, and then I think the 4th is coming out. Or
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And
And it's in Pep's pre-orders on RightStuffAnime.com.
it definitely probably is. And I think that might be the final volume. Matter of fact, yeah.
Really?
I believe so. It's either 3 volumes or 4 volume series.
I do feel like it's really hard to keep a mystery kind of going.
Yeah, I actually just got done reading a mystery one that I really enjoyed. Don't call it a mystery, is what it's called.
Don't call it a mystery.
Don't call
So
it a
it's a
mystery.
manga. It's a mystery manga called Don't
Call it a mystery. And
Interesting.
it's
The
got-
conundrum.
it's got a lot of show like josei elements.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually think it's really good because it's less. It's a mystery where I mean is the
Mystery
main
Square.
No, but you know how like we were talking about like people were getting killed and people were dying, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. This is like it's basically this young kid who doesn't want to be involved,
Mhm.
but he finds himself arrested for all these crimes. Like he's just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Got you. He has my luck.
Yeah, but on top of that, he's Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, so he's real smart.
He's like he can notice patterns in a lot of things, so he ends up solving the case
To get his
while
name
the
clear.
police think he's the one that doesn't.
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
super interesting.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
super interesting.
That
read.
might be real good.
Yeah. Don't call it a mystery.
Yeah, I was about
It's
to
an
say,
older series.
The only other kind of like even slightly mystery thing, and it's more conspiracy, would be like Monster.
Up.
Hey,
Rex's
no, it's
conspiracy corner.
Do you ever think that they'll come out with like manga or anime where the main character is like a X-Files
Conspiracy
or a
theorist?
conspiracy
I'm pretty
theorist?
sure it already exists.
Do we know? Do we have a title?
No. But
do we know? Do we?
I'm
He
sure.
said pretty sure.
Yeah, there must be one by now.
Because I think that
Because-
would be interesting.
Honestly, 21st Century Boy kind of seems like that.
No.
Very little.
I would say it's not conspiracy. It's anarchist. I would say
Wow.
it's more anarchist than conspiracy
Yeah, that
theory
makes
because the whole premise is they all grew up together, and one of them, I'm not going to say who it is because that's
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of the
please
mystery,
don't.
the mystery aspect of it. But one of them kind of is the person that took their fun little
Uh-huh.
fictional game as a child and said, "I'm gonna do that shit in real life."
I mean, technically speaking, you could make the argument that anarchy and conspiracy run
Very
parallel
similar.
with
Oh
one
yeah.
another.
Oh, they're cousins.
Yeah.
So-
They're like first
So,
cousins.
again,
Like you could not have sex with them.
Rex's
I mean, you could.
conspiracy corner.
Rex's
Alabama, I got you.
conspiracy corner. Alabama.
okay?
Do we have any Alabama listeners? You think?
I doubt it.
Not now.
Not. Hey, they just signed off.
They just left. The two of them just left. They just
They just signed out the chat. You have the
him and his
thing.
sister said, "We're not listening to this shit no more."
Actually, funny enough, you mentioned that. That reminds me of that video. The dude, it's just one of those spoof videos, and they're like, "We're here at this anime convention, and sir, what's in the bag?" And the dude just like stops and is like looking real weird, and
I
like,
know
so
who
which one did what did you purchase? And he pulls it out, and he goes, this is brother sister," and they're like, "Well, what's it about?" "It's about a brother and a sister."
Is this the guy that does the Arby's thing?
And they fuck. Yeah, it is the
Yeah.
Arby's. We them Arby's boys.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wheels up. Yeah, and he goes, "It's about a brother and a sister, and they fuck." His videos are hilarious.
Yeah, I listen. I've been reading a lot of manga, and you know
You've
what
been reading-
what I enjoy about manga. What I enjoy about manga is it's almost like no subject is too taboo. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree.
Is there a taboo subject in manga that they're not willing to touch? I'm not saying you're into it or not into it. I'm saying that they'll touch pretty much anything.
I mean, nowadays there definitely are taboos.
You
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What?
Does he not remember that there's a whole anime manga series that he constantly says separate the art from the artist?
Oh, like yeah,
Yeah.
like touching kids. Yeah,
Yeah,
they probably
yeah.
don't.
There
touch.
you go.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Yes. Fair.
I mean, technically, Erased kind of had that.
Oh, really? I
Well,
haven't finished. I
It
haven't finished
wasn't
manga.
touching kids as much as murdering them, but
fair.
I guess you had to touch
Touch
them to
him
kill
early,
them.
yeah. Fair. Well, obviously, okay, yes. Like those subjects, and no one would want to read that. And if you do want to read that, you don't really matter as a human being. So like, that's,
Are you a human being?
No,
I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Questionable.
No question. I listen. But obviously, I'm just talking about like, I feel like within reason.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah,
making
he's
hit.
added that.
Yeah, you can find whatever you're into, manga, anime.
If
What
What Pep's
pretty
trying to say is he's been watching reading a lot of BL.
I have been reading a lot of BL. I just need okay. The reason I did this, right? And I did a video on my channel about it. It's probably out by the time this video's out.
I might not be existing.
Or it might not
anymore.
exist. Depends on how it turns out.
It also depends on how life goes.
Yeah, it's true. But the reason I did that is because like I am a very big proponent of, and we talk about it on this podcast, of like I think you
Don't knock it till you try. it.
Yeah, you kind of got to step out of your comfort zone, man. And I always said, and I was like, it's time to put my money where my mouth is. And like, what's one genre that you would think immediately if you know me, like he's not going to be interested? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a solid try. So in the video, I read 7 volumes in 7 days. So I just kind of spent a week reading it. just to kind of see what it's about and see if there's any type of anything.
Which manga was this?
Oh, there's several.
There's so many. If I can remember off the top of my
Acid Town.
Acid Town, Twittering Birds Can't Fly, Only the Flower Knows,
Yeah. And
Life, Happiness Depends Upon Ourselves. There's like 3 more. I have it in the Discord, but there's like 3 more.
And what's hilarious about this is that you said, what's one that, I wouldn't like? Yeah, you've literally had a conversation on this podcast numerous times about a BL manga that you loved.
Blue Flag?
Mm-hmm.
I love
Banana
Blue
Fish?
Flag. Blue Flag, okay. Blue Flag has BL elements for sure. But I would not.
Blue Flag, the one where like the one dude was trying to date one girl, but
It's a
like
love
he was
triangle.
in
It's a
love
love
with the other
triangle.
dude.
Yeah, 100%.
His best friend, who's like this sports like jock type. Blue Flag's really good. Sports like jock type has feelings for his best friend growing up, who is a dude, but the dude falls for the girl that has a crush on the jock guy. So it's like this triangle that goes around. It's really well done. But now that I've read like what's legitimately
considered BL.
considered like BL and Yuri, Blue Flag is nothing. Blue
It's
Flag
very
is-
innocent.
Flag
It's
is
very
G.
innocent compared to. There's one specific. Twittering Birds Can't Fly.
Yeah.
But dude, no.
No.
Listen to me. No.
No?
No, dude. No. This-
Yeah, he's told me he's been reading some very dark things.
Yeah, this man basically considers himself the public toilet of the executives. His words. He said that. So that's what his, and I'm pretty sure that's his only job in the Yakuza is to just accept it. In a lot of ways. And like that stuff, I don't know. That's very gratuitous, and I really love that. But there are, I think,
The wording was
Yeah.
so beautiful.
yeah,
Eloquent.
I'm
someone
Eloquent,
said.
yes.
I'm a poet. You know what I mean?
Well, while he's been reading
Yeah.
all of that, I actually watched some anime this week
Ooh, it's a
Yeah.
good time to watch it. You know,
Yeah,
new
it
stuff's
is.
been coming out.
because good old Helk came out.
Oh,
and,
I've been seeing so many things on that for High Dive, and I'm like, I need to log in.
It's on. I don't know if you'll like it because the main character is JoJo-esque, but they do it for a reason. I feel like.
I mean, I like Baki. I just don't like JoJo's.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it makes
That's crazy.
It blows my fucking mind that he says this.
Baki.
It's so much uglier than JoJo's.
No, it's just mid.
And JoJo's is worse than mid.
Oh, disagree.
Some parts.
Some parts. Yeah, I'll
Some
give
parts.
you the fact that part 5 at the end. Yeah, okay.
I'll give
That's
you.
below
I'll give you
mid.
part 5,
Yeah,
and I'll give you
no.
a part 1.
Listen,
Just-
everything I've
hey.
seen, I have not
That's
liked.
crazy.
It has not landed.
That's crazy.
And you know,
Journo killing a man with a banana is still one of the greatest.
haven't got there because I can't get past the Bastet
Joseph
thing.
and yeah.
Actually, I did finally get past the Bastet thing.
Yet you can't get there. Yet.
I was about to say you're
that's
forcibly
against my
gonna be-
will, but like I made the agreement.
You guys know what to do.
You
Hit
guys
that
have the
subscribe
power.
button. Do it.
Yeah,
We love his misery. We eat it up. We slurp it up like spaghetti.
it gives us power.
It'll be my 13th reason.
Good
Jeez.
callback. What happened to that show?
Well,
Well,
it got its 13th reason.
Yeah, I watched that first season and really liked it, and then I've never
Nope,
I never kept going.
no one did.
I don't think so. But no, Helk. I do want to check that
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I do want to. I really want to check
I mean,
it out. I don't know why, but I like saw it. I'm like, this looks really good.
Did you kind of already say what it was about? or-
No, I didn't. So basically, the demon world, the demon lord got murdered by the hero.
Mhm.
And so to find the new demon lord, they're just holding a giant tournament. And which Helk is a human guy that
Is the hero?
just happens, well, he is a hero.
Yeah.
He's not the hero that killed the demon lord, though, they find out. In which he is winning this tournament fucking hard. Like, they are trying to sabotage this man every way you can think of.
Minimal effort.
And he is just
Plowing through.
yeah, he's a winner. Born winner.
There's
He
some
wakes in
people
the
that-
morning.
So
He
unlike the
pisses
three of us,
excellence, I hear
exactly.
ya.
unlike the
100
three of us, we struggle, we trip and fall to the finish
We
line.
would be the demons that he'd be beating the piss out of.
I've always thought about that, right? Where do you think you land, right? if we were in an anime.
Oh, dude, I'd be
Background
peasant number
character.
3.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like we would be the.
I might be the smithy if I'm lucky, you know, the blacksmith with some character.
I just feel like we're the people standing outside of a building and just having
Dude,
a conversation.
We're
bet-
basically King of the Hill. We're the guys sitting there like in front of a bar just
Like,
drinking beer, watching all of the chaos
like,
ensue.
Yeah,
At
it's
best,
crazy.
I'm like the line cook in a restaurant somewhere, just like chefing
you
up.
see just the hat.
That yeah,
see-
you just see from here up, and that's my only cameo in the episode. Like that, and you know what? I wouldn't have it any
Yeah,
other way.
I'm fine with it. Dude. I don't want that main characterness.
No.
No.
Zero interest. I don't want the antagonist main character.
I want the, you know what? That dude in the background in that one episode. Pretty all
Because
right.
think about this. Even if you're not the main character, even if you're part of the main character's crew.
You mean like Stiletto Mercury? She wasn't the main
She
character.
wasn't the main
anymore.
character. Exactly.
Well, by the end, no.
But if you're part of the party of the main character, you get dragged into fucking
Everything.
situations
Oh, yeah. Every
where you
time.
don't want to be there. At least with us, we're just where we want to be. Just sitting here,
Just chilling.
man, it's going to be fucked up when this shit goes south, huh?
Sitting at the bar, you hear the heroes party talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
how they got to go kill the demon lord, and if they fail, the world's in shambles, and you just go, "Good luck to you."
Yeah, hey, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
And my axe.
Not really, though. Like,
yeah, you can take it with
can
you.
take
I'm not
the axe.
going.
I'm not going with it.
But
that's
you need to bring that back.
Yeah.
It's family heirloom.
Yeah. It's not a package deal. I'm staying here.
But speaking of Demon Lords, I did watch one other series somewhat similar, which was Chilling in My 30s after
Dude, I started this also.
after being fired from the Demon Lord's army. Honestly, it's very similar to Beast Tamer. Like it's wholesome
Wholesome.
as fuck.
It's wholesome, and it's not like it's. My mind just went blank.
My mind suddenly no.
But my body's telling me yes.
No, the ADHD is taking me somewhere I don't know where.
Not with the hero's party, right?
No.
Oh no, we're still
Good,
a line
good,
cook.
good,
We're
good.
still a line cook.
Still line cook. No, I think I saw like half the first episode and passed the fuck out the other day. Because, you know, it's been hot.
It's been
Yeah,
hot, and
it's
you're
been
yeah.
real hot.
Oh no, yeah,
I took a shower. I turned it on. And
KO.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, it does seem like an anime that you really will enjoy. It's not even an issue. It's just the way they decide to do the series. Since it's only 12 episodes, they condensed a lot into it. And because of all the crazy shit that happens, it starts feeling like a soap opera with all the drama happening. Like literally one scene after another. I was like,
I am the drama.
yeah, it literally does this. It like, especially I think after like the 7th episode, it's just every fucking scene is literally something horrifyingly dramatic.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, and honestly, it works kind of because they aim for more of doing like comedy. But,
but, like,
if they
also-
would have spread it out, they could actually had
Also,
a good story.
like if
going.
I get to watch a bunch of dramatic shit just unfold that's not my shit,
yeah, it's nice.
hey, I'm here for
I'm
it.
not gonna say I didn't enjoy it. It was good.
Yeah, and I also like when they do drama and like you said, they have more of a comedy like look to it, because I think when you do drama and you can get over dramatic and melodramatic very quickly.
Yeah.
And with that comedy added in there, it makes it, because at least for us, when something really dramatic happens, our first thought is like, I'm gonna make a joke about this.
Always.
Like
100%.
I'm gonna mean it, but like in
Yeah.
a joking way, so
100%.
people don't really realize how close, one step closer to the edge. And I'm
Yeah,
about to
I'm
break.
always
I mean,
there.
I feel like that's honestly every worker in America.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
You know what's
Rex, any
hilarious?
thoughts? So many.
so many.
I have not watched anime this week. Obvious reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched like 15 minutes of the first episode of Chilling in My 30s. But
We still gotta watch the vending machine one.
I
yeah,
do.
I watched that, and honestly, it's not for me. But
We might love it.
like
Might.
it's okay.
That's gonna be hilarious if we do.
We're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my
I
fucking
mean,
life.
I don't
Rex.
think it's gonna be there, but
I mean, I think Tristan will enjoy it based on
the sheer absurdity.
yes, the sheer
Yeah.
absurdity. There's definitely some fan service, and also it does have like a kind of interesting system because basically, whenever he's first turned into a vending machine, he can't do shit.
Right.
He has I think 1,000 or 2,000 points which he can spend on different things. Which part of that is like reloading more items for when things are bought. If something attacks him, like replacing durability, and there's stuff that he can obviously save to buy. They're like upgrades, but
Upgrades people.
yeah.
Can you get like a
upgrades.
machine gun that pops
I
out
mean,
of it?
maybe eventually. Honestly, in
Could you imagine?
In episode 1, he somehow gets a barrier that he can use, but it costs his points. And if he ever runs out of points, he dies.
Oh.
So he has to constantly keep selling stuff, otherwise he dies.
You know, that's a pretty interesting
Yeah,
system.
it's an interesting system. It's just
He's a vending machine.
yeah, he's a
it's
vending
absurd.
machine.
Like you gotta
It's
like,
very absurd.
yeah, you gotta like.
I do
absurd
like
stuff.
absurdity.
Yeah,
And
I don't know if it might be for me. I'm not
Yeah,
a huge
I was about to
absurdist.
say, if it had more humor to it, I
Maybe.
would like lean into it. But they actually play it for the seriousness.
Which probably adds to the absurdity of
Yeah,
what you're
it
watching.
does.
So,
100%.
you got to be into the absurd thing. But people love. I mean, I think that's a lot why like Adventure Time and
Well,
I loved Adventure
Dude,
Time.
Adventure Time was.
Come on,
I
grab
don't
your
know, a
friends,
trip.
go to
but
there.
it was absurd. Like same with Rick and Morty. Like Rick and Morty has that absurdist
Oh,
humor.
yes.
They obviously have more comedy elements, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are really into absurd. You know, 'cause it's the same reason that like on TikTok, right? The TikTok AnimeUnraveled pod. One
With
day,
all this free time you've had,
man,
you still haven't.
man, you're not wrong. But like, I think that's why those fads on TikTok and stuff, like the Grimace Shake thing. Have you seen those?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
I've been
have.
trying to figure that one out.
Okay, so I think it's just absurd stuff. Like it's same with Skibidi Toilet. You seen this?
No.
Oh, brother, let me lay some facts on you.
I guess
So-
we are not part of the times, Tristan.
Yeah, well,
No, this is a YouTube thing.
at the same time, I also get, I think if I look at my TikTok real quick, I have like 148 or 168 messages from Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has reached the point to where after I get over like 40, I'm like, I ain't opening this. It's too much work.
It's too much. I've gone too
So
far.
now she sends the important ones to me over text message.
Ooh, okay. She's
That
got a
makes sense.
system. She's got a
Yeah,
system.
she'll just send the ones she thinks are funny, and then that message system just builds up. It's like 198. I think the highest it's been is 198. And then I finally opened it to clear that, and then she'll send the ones that she really wants me to see on text message, and I'm like, why?
But yes, Skibidi Toilet on YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah, that is right.
I was hoping we didn't have to talk about
we
a toilet.
do. We do. So
Toilet
it's like
bound
this.
helmet?
It's this like really crudely animated, like 3D head that pops out of a toilet and does like song and stuff like that. Right? 30 million views.
That makes me sad.
And people have whole channels where it's just 2-minute videos of like a toilet dude's head pops out of a toilet and blah blah blah, and it gets 20 to 30 million views every day.
What's wrong with society?
I mean,
I think it's
It's a distraction.
no, okay, so I've thought about this a lot. I think that we are finally getting to the point. We've been at this point, but the generation below us kind of had some humor stuff that maybe we didn't get, right?
Oh God, are we getting? Don't tell me we're getting to the point where it's
The
We're old.
generation below them now, because it's a lot. I think people have like done research stuff. It's a lot of 10 to let's say 8 to 17-year-olds that really like the Grimace Shake thing, the TikTok trends, and the Skibidi Toilet. It's just we're now 2 generations removed from the hip comedy,
oh God.
and
It's
boys, we're
happened.
getting old.
I'm not even 30 yet.
Maybe that's why I didn't
Well-
like.
Oh, speaking of hitting
Oh.
30. So my cousin hits me up for lunch the other day. He actually I was telling him about how we do all this, and he's like, a lot of my family comes to me for anime recommendations, which is hilarious.
I mean, you do an anime podcast.
I mean,
Well,
did you
my
just
cousin
tell all
always
of them
for-
High School DxD.
Yeah, 100%.
of
Because
you.
my cousin Cody really he's like, you know what? I'm a big fan of huge anime titties. And I said, you know what, cuz? I got some stuff for you.
Chilling in my
Um,
30s.
Yeah. So, beside the point. So, he hits me up, and we went and we grabbed lunch. And me and him were talking and stuff. And I was telling him, on Saturdays, I go record the podcast with the boys. He asked for, the link, which I still have to send him. So if you see this episode code, sorry, I got it to you so late.
He's not that sorry.
No.
See, told you.
Love him to death. But basically, me and him were talking, and he looks me dead in the eyes, dead in the soul, and says, Tristan, 30 hit different. And I said, don't tell me that, Code Man. Don't tell me that, Cody. I said, I'm encroaching on it. He said, 30 hits different.
It does.
Dude,
Does it?
don't even talk to me.
I mean, yeah, we've gotten through it, but I think 30 hit me different.
I'm about to be at the last point where I could ever get a skyline that I'd want. 34.
Yeah, dude.
32 was the one I actually wanted.
I
but-
think I don't know. And
Oh, I'll buy a 32.
Oh, yeah, 32 is where it's at.
I know this is an anime podcast, but my theory on this, right, is that I feel like we were conditioned because of
To be slaves.
no, Rex, you're gonna have a lot to say about this. Hold on, I'll get there.
Are we gonna get into Rex's
It's
conspiracy?
corner,
Yeah.
100%, or against
Sweet.
the government. It's gonna be one of the two.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Pretty sure that just means fear of long words.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't remember what the fear of long words is. I know it's a really long word.
Of
well,
course it
duh.
is.
But no, so I think we were conditioned growing up, right? Because Tristan's still kind of in our age bracket.
Aren't I 6 years removed from both of you?
No,
Yes,
no, he can't be
7.
both of us. I'm younger than you.
by a year.
Still younger, old man.
Aren't you 33?
Yes,
I'm 27. That's 6 years, my boy.
depends on the math. Who knows? But so anyway, I think we were conditioned growing up because of the way the world was working when we were growing up. Is a lot of people had their shit together at 30.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of get what I'm saying,
I
just
was
because.
about to say, most people had like a house and kids at 20 something.
Right, and because of the government, Rex. Here you go. This is where you're coming in.
Oh, God.
I think that we live in such different times that 30 hits different because I think it's unless
Is that why you're so into chilling in my 30s?
No, I just liked it for all the drama.
See, I'm here for it because it's actually an anime protagonist that
That's
is around
yeah,
our age.
I know.
I mean, that was nice too. And honestly, the other big driving force, if anyone wants to check out the anime, the guy that voices Gintoki and Young Joseph is the main character, Dario. And he does the best
Young
job.
Joseph.
Yeah, dude, that is the best voice actor in the fucking world.
Yeah.
I love him.
I wasn't letting us get derailed into a whole life spiel, Pep. I'm sorry. I love you.
Well, I'll give you guys some hope. I'll give
Okay.
you guys some happiness for a minute. I got some news for you.
Anime news?
Yeah, some good anime.
All right.
All right.
Hold up. Pause.
Yeah. Black Clover has been greenlit for the
Oh yeah,
Spade
I read
saga.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, had to.
I mean, it had
The
to.
number doesn't. You don't do
Dude,
those numbers.
did you see how many streams it got on Netflix?
I didn't see the actual number. No.
It's huge. It's massive.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a good movie.
It was a good movie.
I'm-
I'm really sad that it didn't make the money.
Well,
But
yeah.
I don't think they released that movie for it to make a bunch of money like they did like Mugen Train. They did that to see if Black Clover was still being talked about.
I think we even talked about it on that episode that we talked about Black Clover. That movie was made and kind
to
of
test
put
the
out
audience.
to see if the fandom was still around for Black Clover. Which I mean,
Dude, if the fandom for Bleach is still around, what do
Yeah.
you think?
exactly.
The fandom for Bleach is what brought that back. Carried it on its shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Years.
A decade
You
almost.
you guys right here.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love Bleach. Also, I think this would be a cool thing to talk about, but someone basically looked up a list of all the anime openings that are on Spotify and got a list of the top 10 of all time. They're currently
Most of them are Bleach.
the most streamed. No, 2 of them, though, at least at the top, like toward the 10, are Naruto. Which
Makes
I was like,
sense.
not
Is it
surprised.
Bluebird?
100%.
Yeah. I don't even like music, and I know the name Bluebird.
Yeah, everyone does.
I don't know. Me and you would be. Me and you
Yeah.
bop to Atlanta listening to anime rap.
Yeah, about Bluebird. Yeah.
I think Tokyo Revengers was like number 9, which I think it's only number 9 because of recency bias.
Probably.
Fair.
The new intro to Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's pretty baller. It's
You
not
guys
like
have
the
mentioned
best.
that.
Yeah, I like it a
So
lot.
speaking of anime, I'm gonna cycle back to rightstuffanime.com.
Hey.
So, as you guys know, the birthday sales still ongoing.
Well,
Well,
now at this point, it's probably over.
with the release of it, it would be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
With the-
people are seeing us, it's probably sorry.
It's gone. Sorry.
It's gone.
But
You missed your chance.
so that day that you were like, oh, the box set sale's not happening anymore.
Yeah,
blah blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
It was still happening that day.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
My it would not. Don't get so excited yet.
Ooh.
So I put in. I wanted to see. I took all the box sets I'm missing.
Okay.
Naruto, Bleach,
Sure,
all the other
sure,
ones that I wanted.
sure.
It was like $1,200.
Hell yeah, brother.
Realized I
No.
didn't have my God Anime membership. Went back, deleted my cart,
Yeah,
bought that. I did this on my phone, and I said I kept trying to add them, and I was just gonna get the really important ones, but I wanted to see what it would all cost at once.
Sure.
Well, I went to order the last Bleach box set I needed, and all of Naruto.
Okay.
And I put like Tokyo Ghoul and stuff, and my phone crashed. Didn't order, and I just said, well,
That's God telling you. The universe said, sir,
no,
not right now.
no.
Yeah.
But it was
Right
like $1,200 in box sets I had in my fucking cart.
That makes sense.
I'm not surprised.
I did a video where I scanned the MSRP of
All of his manga, and it was a hateful number.
What is like $32,000?
No, way less, half that.
17.
That's
Yeah.
not terrible.
I didn't pay that. I did
Yeah,
not
he
pay
did
that.
Not pay that.
But yeah, because
I mean, you have to think Berserk alone.
that's what I'm saying. I probably paid 50% of that. I'm okay.
I
to
did put the Akira box
nice.
set in that.
It's one of the best looking and
Aesthetically pleasing.
box
What,
That's
set.
why I put
Akira?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it opens.
100%.
100%. It's even got the little board that
Yeah.
like keeps all the
I
the
did
manga
also
nice.
almost put the Alita Battle Angel box set in it.
Oh, well, that's technically still sitting in my closet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because I bought it for a gift and never showed up. and
Uh,
I'm not paying for that shipping to send it across country.
no, most definitely.
Whenever
not.
they come here eventually.
yeah, they'll get it.
Yeah.
Won't they be here for your wedding?
Yes.
So that's when they'll get
So
it.
yeah, I'll be like, happy belated. I don't remember why I bought this for you.
I thought it was Christmas.
It maybe was.
I think it was
His
Christmas.
birthday is in January though, so it could have been either.
Yeah, that's true.
It could have been both because it was very expensive.
Yeah. I will say, this is definitely not going on anymore. So just to get you more sad when you're watching this, the One Piece box sets are on sale at Amazon. You can get all 4 box sets for $350.
I already have all 4
Or
box
it might be closer to 4, but yeah, some box sets are $90. Now the first and fourth.
Is that what you want for your birthday, Rex? Do you want the box sets of One Piece? Okay.
Now the first and the
no.
fourth are like 110. Those are 110, but the other two are
Or
like
90.
90. So it evens out to like right at 4.
Is that what you want? You want 100 volumes of One Piece for your birthday?
Now it was
No,
during
it's not
Prime
all
Day,
on.
so if Prime Day is over,
Yeah, Prime Day's over.
I'm not sure if it's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
that was like 2 days ago.
But yeah, so
I
that-
spent so much fucking
Doxing
money.
us.
I actually have a theory. Do you want to hear my theory?
I'm always down
I'm
to listen
actually
to
not
theories.
gonna. Oh, by the way, just
Okay.
future reference, I'm not gonna buy the box sets of One Piece because I do think they're eventually gonna do a like nicer release of the manga.
Oh, you're gambling.
I'm gambling.
Yeah, you're gay.
Because
Roll that
hey, I
dice.
can already read the digital.
That's right.
So I might
And the
as well.
ShonenJump app's great, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
$2 a month or
Yeah.
$3 now.
Three.
I mean, they could release a deluxe, and I'm still gonna
Oh,
buy it.
yeah. Oh,
like if they release a bigger version, like especially that
I'll
color
have a
version you
whole
showed me.
I'll have a whole bookshelf dedicated just
I
to
will.
One Piece.
I will.
I'll
mean,
build it to look like the
that
Thousand
will-
Sunny.
I mean, I
Hell
got the
yeah.
model kit right above you. I still gotta build it.
I got some free time.
Head on over to youtube.com/Daniel Peppers to
Where
watch
we
us
start
build a
building the
Thousand
Thousand
Sunny bookshelf.
Or you know what? Just head over there and support. You know,
Yeah,
because I got some free time. But no, my theory, right? I have a theory because actually, so the manga like boom happened in 2020, right?
Yeah.
With the COVID and all that stuff.
The
happening.
pandemic.
The pandemic, if you will, and slowly over time, so it had that spike.
Yeah.
And now manga sales are actually kind of, I think, leveling out, but they are going down.
Yeah.
You know, and people are kind of worried about, like, is this the death of the manga industry in America? Blah, 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 blah. I don't think so, but I do think that since there's less people interested or, you know, there's more now hobbies that you can do outside and people are not, like, just sitting in their house, like,
Collecting
just
manga.
just ordering stuff to fill that. I
Void.
need something. We never experienced that because we were UPS. So
Yeah.
Pensively stare into the distance as I remember the trenches.
Dude.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
that,
you
that was
don't.
the
You
year-
were there.
No, that was the year that I broke my leg, so I actually missed the whole
Yeah,
first
yeah.
part of the pandemic.
You were
Yep.
playing what was that game? You were playing?
you were playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I
you
platted
platinumed
Ghost
it
of-
the
in like a
first
week,
week.
Yep.
like week of release, and I had it plat.
Yep.
Yeah. Meanwhile, me and Pep were just like,
Out here struggling, man.
let me go take all of the stuff you can't deliver
No,
because the
no,
business.
to
is
be fair,
closed.
To be fair,
Yeah.
the AC in my house did break
We
like the
did.
next
I
like,
remember.
and I was without AC the hottest week, one of the hottest weeks of that year.
Yeah,
That
in the
is
middle
true.
of July.
And
Yeah, it was tough.
It was not good times.
But I think that they have gotten to like the pushing out the product of manga to meet that demand that it was at.
Yeah.
So I actually have a theory that we are going to see a lot more like buy two, get one free, and actually stuff like sales and stuff moving manga, because it used to, when it first started, you know, Chainsaw Man sold out. Jujutsu
Oh, yeah.
always
You
sold
couldn't
out.
find
like
manga.
you exactly. And now that they've gotten that supply chain going for those numbers and those numbers going away, that it's going to be more like, let's just get this stuff off the shelf.
well,
and stuff like
I
that.
agree with your theory, but I also think that us really diving into the digital age
I think
and
that is
having
also
all
very
of
true.
these apps and everything, and I mean, you got to think tablets are getting cheaper.
Yep.
You can buy like an okay tablet to read manga for not that much.
Yeah, and I like we've thought about this too. I think we might have talked about it on the podcast. I don't really know, right? Now that I love my collection, I love like looking around here. It's great for set design and stuff like that, and we do
Aesthetically, it's very pleasing.
yeah, we do like this podcast, and I do like the YouTube video, so it works for that. But in reality, if I just wanted to enjoy manga, I think digital is so easy.
It is.
But I think that for the sake of a lot of the stuff being collectible,
Yeah.
I think that when the digital age does finally take over, all of this would probably be a massive investment, because if the production of manga goes down, or like you get more, what was it, Italian prints
Yeah.
that
no,
are
it was the French, wasn't it?
Italian.
it was
Oh, was it?
Italian, yeah, that are like less than ideal, then you're gonna have people that want
The original.
the original
Correct.
prints. They
Well,
don't want these cheaper prints, and
see,
so
I-
they're going to start paying more money. And as the decline of printing of manga, you're going to see a rise in the increase of actual hard copies.
Yeah, I think the cheaper prints though were also a byproduct of like COVID and stuff to some degree, because to
to
meet
counterbalance the,
well,
The
to
demand.
meet the demand.
To meet the demand, 100%.
So I think as the demand goes down, people are going to want the nicer version. So eventually, that's going to be the only way for them to really make money, is to release like prime editions of things.
It's the same reason that, like, and I'm still, I forgot what country this is. I want to say it might be France, but they have like an Attack on Titan kind
Yeah, it
of,
is
kind of
France,
like the
It is
actually.
France.
the full metal editions, and I think you're right, and I think it's a good gamble that you're making. I think a lot of popular series. Now I don't.
Yeah,
think,
not the
I don't. You're not gonna get. I don't think there's gonna be a re-release of Bakuman. You know what I'm saying?
probably not, even though it definitely deserves it.
Sure. I mean, you can have favorites and stuff like that, but I'm talking about the One Pieces, the Dragon Balls, the popular stuff will definitely do that. I have no doubt in my mind that a Dragon Ball, kind of like Full Metal, will exist at one point.
I mean, I'm not sure if they'll do that since they did the Viz Bigs already.
Yeah, but you can't hardly find the Viz
Yeah,
Bigs.
they're rare.
unless they do a re-release.
But I just think that you're 100% right with the digital. The only thing, it's going to kind of be like what video game collecting has become,
Yeah.
where, you know, you have an Earthbound SNES copy that's $400.
Yeah.
You
And
mean
this-
like Trigun?
yeah, kind of like Trigun used to be, because you also then have to have the battle, right? It's kind of like it just happened with a show on Disney Plus. I don't watch the show, but I just read, can't remember the name of the show, but it was a movie, and it got released, and I guess it just didn't do the numbers Disney wanted, and they took it off the streaming service like 3 weeks. So I think we are going to run into that issue. While I think digital, reading manga digitally and streaming anime digitally is great. It's a flat price.
But you
like,
can lose things.
but
so-
you're at the whim of this is not
Corporation.
doing well,
Yeah.
or this has become problematic.
Oh,
or
I don't.
this
I'm
is
not
this.
saying that. I'm not saying that they're gonna full blown stop printing manga, but they are going to drop production as the number of people reading digitally goes up. Also for anime and stuff, yeah, you can stream it, but they're also still going to release Blu-rays and stuff, because with a lot of the Blu-rays you get uncensored, uncut.
Yes, I don't know. I think the physical media is such an interesting like space to be in right now, because everybody does buy it digitally, right? Or stream it. And I think you are going to run, and that's kind of what you were talking about. I think that this is an investment in physical media. Same with Blu-rays are investments, you know.
You mean the ones that you took like 50
Yeah,
of,
and
to
got like
Second and
15
Charles,
bucks?
got
Yeah.
15 bucks.
Not
and
those
I brought
Blu-rays.
12
Yeah, not those
PlayStation
Blu-rays.
4 video games and
Yeah.
got like 60.
I'm just saying, no one really wants Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. You know what I mean?
Classic.
Some people do.
It's a good movie.
But I think physical media is an investment if you're lucky enough to have the, you know, income to do it. Because I think we are going to run into same reason that the writers are striking and all that stuff is the streaming is not paying them enough.
Well, yeah.
to-
Did you hear about what the recent thing was for like background actors?
That
Well,
they're going
all
to
of
scan
the
and, and be AI.
Pay one
Yeah.
day's payment and be like, oh, we can use this forever though.
And I think people do need to stand up and get paid for their work because I think the more prevalent the digital stuff, the easier it is for companies that
To
don't
skate
give
by.
a fuck.
Yeah, they don't care about it.
They care about their bottom
Yeah.
line.
They
and
care
that-
about their profits.
and I think people do need to stand up and be like, you know, as a creative and as of anything, you do need to stand up and say like, I want to get compensated for the shit that I'm doing. And just because things are created to
You know,
make
especially
it
if you're dubbed a what was it? It was essential worker.
yeah.
I think is what it was. That's what I was.
Yeah, yeah.
What you continuously are. You're still there.
Am I?
Who knows when
I
this
mean-
gets released? But yeah, and I think that it's very important. And I think just because stuff is created to make things easier doesn't mean that companies should use that as a way to save money and fuck people in the back end.
Well, yeah. Especially the whole concept of once we have this image, we can reuse it
Yeah,
for infinity and beyond. Like that's ridiculous.
yeah.
What
Buzz
I-
Lightyear said it best.
Yeah.
What I think what's going to happen is that one, all of this. I don't like the position of you. I don't know why I don't.
What have you done?
I don't know. So we're just gonna hold it like this with my thumb. There we go.
I like gripping it. You know, I like gripping and ripping.
Uh huh.
All right.
Like a
so
Beyblade.
I think that
like a
one of the-
Beyblade.
Let it rip. So what I think is really going to be a big thing here, and this goes for the Writers Union. I also think this goes for animation studios, anime studios. I think that the pandemic, I think that unions, for the most part, were kind of on their way out. People didn't think they were as important. But with the pandemic and the aftermath of the pandemic and
Well,
the world
that
no
and
longer
the-
being in a pandemic, allegedly.
The introduction of AI as well.
I think that all of this adding of technology and, you know, getting rid of certain jobs, I think the pandemic has basically made it to where people see that unions are smart again. And we're going to see another rise in that. And I think that we might even see them in places like animation studios.
I
Dude,
definitely
I
think.
don't know.
Yeah, that's
Maybe not Japan
Yeah, I was
because
about to say
the way that Japan
Japan.
works.
Nah.
it's culture. It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that, you know, there are American animation. I'm not specifically saying anime
Correct.
studios.
Right.
But like animation studios,
Right.
I think that they are more likely to start unionizing. I mean, everything going down with UPS is also a show of, you know, strength so that Amazon can unionize and that
Well,
FedEx can unionize.
One
and,
Amazon did in California do a walk off
Yeah.
like this last week or so.
But that's like basically everything going on right now. You've got UPS saying that they're going to go on strike. You've
Right.
got
The writers already
the
striking.
Writers Guild going on strike.
Actors
You got
already
the actors
and maybe
standing in-
actors. You
yeah,
know, I don't know.
Yeah,
standing in
serial
solidarity
killers.
behind the writers instead of
Right.
doing
Yeah.
anything. Because
Right.
a big reason that one of the big things that's kind of upsetting is that Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the yellow costume is delayed indefinitely because the actors are also going to back the writers for their strikes.
Yeah, they already stopped filming that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Which
And-
is sad because when I first saw him in the yellow costume, I was like, you know, I'm hyped. I am.
I'm
It's
here
Hugh
for it.
Jackman.
You know, Rex, there's a conspiracy going around.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, in your corner to add to it, is that actually the studio released a lot of those images early and stuff.
Yeah.
To get the fandom mad that they stopped filming, and to put it against the unions.
Yeah.
They wanted to get a lot of the press out that they were filming and look at all this cool stuff. Oh, now they stopped because the actors and the writers are striking.
Listen,
Seriously?
I can go ahead.
There's a
yeah.
conspiracy about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's another
anyone that actually has any kind of respect for that medium
agree.
would not
I agree.
see it that way.
I agree.
That's not the only conspiracy for stuff like that.
Ooh, Tristan's conspiracy
Conspiracy corner. Speaking of potential strikes and everything, so a lot of these companies, one specific company in general, you never see any bad press about them. There's no bad PR.
Sure.
Oh.
And the PR that we're getting now is that the union and the workers want to go on strike. Nothing about said company wanting whatever they want. There's no bad PR for this company. This is, in my personal opinion, a scare tactic to get customers to have more stuff done logistically before the potential for a strike in order to bump up the numbers.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know what company you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't.
You do.
Yeah, you do. But anyways.
We'll talk later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really a
I know.
podcast situation.
Yeah.
But
Talking about FedEx?
Yeah, that one.
That one?
sheesh. No.
No, I got you. Yeah, I mean, this is an anime podcast, but yeah, the last thing I will say about it is like,
It got brought up, and
Yeah.
it literally directly affects me.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's tough for you to talk. Yeah, I know. We can move on, but I am for it. I am in agreement with all the strikes and stuff going around because I think that
I think the pandemic changed the dynamic, and that the people that carry corporations, animation studios, logistics corporations, fucking grocery stores on their backs, their shoulders, trudging through the trenches as essential workers. I think that all of this has kind of shown them like unions are something that can make the workers stronger. It can redefine the social classes and everything because it can force the 1% to have to pay the 99th percentile more money.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think, bottom line, people should get paid for the shit that they do. Just because you can scan one person and continuously use them, right? That person should still get paid for that.
Yeah.
That's a bottom fucking line. You're still using their likeness and all this stuff. If you want to make fucking Drake songs with AI Drake, just pay Drake a little bit of money, I guess. You
Fair.
know? He's already rich, I'm sure. I saw him gambling a bunch of money on TikTok the other day. I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know if it was an AI video, but dude was fucking gambling.
It's just got
300.
AI has got wild.
AI is
has
fucking
gotten
wild.
insane.
You guys want to just like text Chat GPT one time and be like, "Hey, write a whole anime anime
thought about
podcast episode," and us just follow the script.
I played around with it doing stuff
Yeah,
like that
well,
just
we've
to
thought
see
about it.
how much it can do. It's
It's
a little
pretty-
scary.
yeah.
It's a
I've-
little scary. There is a limit set though. So.
I
have used it to map out like a whole D&D session.
I have used it to write
Just
a
to see what it
cover
would do.
letter.
Oh, I'm not surprised on that one.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
It'd be throwing in words that you're like, oh, fucking yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of this one. Let me
That sounds-
Google it and make
yeah,
sure.
make
I
sure,
gotta
but-
double check your work.
GPT when I was in high school, so when I had to write an essay about something, I could have just
Dude.
had Chat GPT do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you see? So a bunch of colleges now are like forcing any papers written to be handwritten. So someone still using Chat GPT has made to where it will just hold a pencil and write it all. And I was just like, you, sir, are living in the next century. Like
30th year.
Like
Yeah,
also,
come
you could have Chat GPT write it and then just copy it
Yeah,
Well, that's true too.
by hand.
yeah. But if you can get a robot,
Yeah,
to
he
fucking
literally
write
just
it
has
down,
a robot
he's
writing.
just like-
He even had a thing to where it would like pick up the piece of paper and flip the page. I was just like,
He's like that little meme where you see of the brain guy where it's like this and then it's like normal brain and then this
Yeah,
and it's a
he's-
little
yeah,
and then he's
100%.
at the bottom with like
yeah, Galaxy Brain.
yeah, it's
100%.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. If you listen to this podcast, one, get in contact with you. You can do
We
some
can talk.
things.
Yeah, we
can do
have
some
we have
things.
some things to
We got
discuss.
some- but good job out there. Fucking stick it to the people, man.
Look at the man.
Boy, how do we switch to anime from here? Huh?
I don't know. Other than I can talk about things I've watched, but that's it.
I think we are. I've been. Listen. Speaking of sticking it to the man, I've been playing Division 2.
Yeah, sticking it to the man.
Well, we're an anime like otaku. I have been gaming. I've been on a gaming week, kind of.
Well, that's what happens when you're angry because you're hot and tired from work.
So I decided to kill people in the virtual world.
Yeah.
In Minecraft.
in
In
Minecraft,
Minecraft. In
yes.
Division. In
No, it's a
Division.
Division. I literally said I was playing Division 2. You have to, yeah. So anyways, so I've been playing a little bit of Division 2. I get off work. I get home. I have to make dinner. I'm basically a housewife.
I mean, I feel like you do a bit more than a housewife does.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
You do.
You do.
I'm the Listen, we're not gonna get into it.
We're not.
So I'd get off. I'd make dinner. I make enough so there's tons of leftovers, so I can like reheat, like meal prep kind of deal, stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because having to cook every night after a job
Sucks.
like that is grueling.
So I've been getting on the Division 2.
Yes.
Which, wildly enough, a lot of people still play. It's not a dead IP.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising, especially because they couldn't even take the Division 1 when you traded into Second of Charles.
Yeah.
They said, we're not taking this
Yeah,
garbage.
correct. So I've been playing Division 2, and actually, pretty solid.
Yeah?
If you have the newest like DLC, the Warlords of New York expansion, you can literally just skip a character to level 30 and then just play the expansion, which is what I did for one character, not my original character.
Mm-hmm.
And going through, and it's basically like what would happen to the world if COVID was more lethal.
This is a dark episode.
Yeah, I
for
was
the
about to say,
podcast.
that's very dark.
So the whole
Jesus.
first episode of The Division is someone releases something called the Green Poison, which is a genetically modified version of the smallpox virus to be more highly transmittable and like more lethal. And it's known as Directive 51 or 52.
What was 51?
No, I can't remember if it's Directive 51 or 52. And it's a completely it's a bunch of sleeper agents and they have a watch.
Sure.
And if the watch goes off, you've been activated as a Division agent, and they are supposed to help maintain
Peace.
Not peace, but maintain
order.
Should the world fall apart. They're supposed to maintain order in the
Like the
United
Power
States.
Rangers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
essentially.
when their like communicators go off, be like, Zordon.
Exactly.
Coming in hot.
Alpha, I got you.
It's basically like the world has fallen to shit, and now there's all these different factions that are vying for control. Like I think the first game you're in New York City,
Sure.
stuff like that, and the second game you're in DC, and you are just trying to First, you're trying to figure out where this guy that made this poison is so you can make an antidote. Second, you're trying to figure out how to rebuild the government. And it's apparently not just in
Rex,
the
any
world.
thoughts?
Do we really need to rebuild it?
There it is. There it is. There it is. On brand.
Just questioning.
On brand.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a guy I know. Down the way.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But it's honestly like I've been playing it and I'm just kind of like, you know what? It's a great way to just like relieve stress after work. I haven't been playing any Diablo 4 because sometimes when I get home, Mason is like too tired and he's trying to go to sleep. So like I don't want to go in.
I thought you were
my
about to say
computer room.
because anytime you launch Diablo 4, you remember the betrayal.
Betrayed.
No, the main reason is that the computer room is right next to the room he's in right now, and if I'm talking, he can hear me because the walls of my house aren't super thick.
Yeah.
So, but I've just been playing. I've been on a video game week this week, and not even like a lot of video games.
You've been on a work week. You've been on a Survivor week.
It hasn't even been like long days. It's just hot.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
I
hot
mean,
as a
it drains
mother- I
you,
know.
Man.
Ah.
It does not take long. Like
No.
literally.
I was drenched.
I walked outside today to pack up like this stuff, and I was like, it's hot.
Dude, literally me driving to the chiropractor and back, I am soaked by
You
the time
also
I get
don't
back.
have
I don't
AC
have
in
AC,
the Vale.
but
Yeah.
that's life.
And you did stop by my house.
Well, one day, but
Yeah.
I went like 3 days last week.
You had it rough. 13,000 pounds of metal.
Yeah.
It's been a life episode. There's been a life update episode
Dude,
from Anime Unraveled.
Yeah. 13,000 pounds, man. Yeah, I pushed past my limits, plus Ultra. I was thinking about Deku the whole time.
I doubt that.
No,
I
I wasn't.
saw something about My Hero earlier. I don't remember
That
what
it's
it was.
trash.
Well, that's neither here nor there. No, I think it was fucking something about some shit going down, and
The
no,
newest-
someone had posted an anime video, right?
Sure.
And they were talking about My Hero because for whatever reason, My Hero anime videos always still do fairly well.
Sweet.
Do
and
they?
Apparently, not if you talk about it in a podcast.
No, you
but
should
we
have
also
fucking.
talk shit about My Hero. In this
Good
podcast.
God, that is still the worst rated episode of our podcast. By the way.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm not.
Like
So-
by leaps and bounds.
So
it's also one of
anyways-
the shortest because
That's true because we didn't have much to say except "fuck you, My Hero Academia."
So this dude was talking about basically how he thinks that everything is gearing up for Deku to give One for All back to All Might,
Really?
and All Might's gonna come back even stronger. It's a whole like there's this dude went into like a deep dive of how he thinks it's gonna happen, and it's just wild.
dude. Okay,
Yeah.
speaking of anime, like people going into deep dives, someone recently went into a deep dive of like the original Pokemon series,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, so Red, who exists,
Yes.
he actually ages throughout, but Ash has never aged, and they're like, do you want to know why that is? It's because
Ash is in a coma.
no, Ash is just a clone of Red that Professor Oak made. What were the chances of him randomly living beside one of the most ingenious scientists of the time?
Not having a father.
Yeah, not having a father, he's a clone. That's what they think.
Ooh.
And then, like they went into like other details, and I was like, you know, that's actually a pretty cool conspiracy theory for Pokemon. But
There's so many for
There
Pokemon.
are.
there are
There's
so
a
many
ton.
because apparently, if you guys remember the first Pokemon movie, there's a whole lot of scenes of it that we didn't even get.
like in America?
In America, we didn't get them. At the very beginning, when it's like going back and the scientist is like describing how they made the clones to make Mewtwo.
Yeah, yeah.
What he was originally trying to do was bring his daughter back to life, which we don't really get anything of that really.
Right.
But apparently he somewhat succeeded when he was making the clones, and Mewtwo witnesses all of the clones that he had made at that time die in front of him because the cloning process wasn't perfect. And during that time, somehow there's the explanation that tears of Pokemon can bring a person back to life.
Well, we saw that
And
with
yeah,
Pikachu
that
and Ash.
it would make more sense if we would have seen this beginning portion.
true.
Oh, yeah, because
That's
it is
very
kind of out of
true.
nowhere.
So yeah, it just got removed because the thing is, America apparently saw this and was like, we can't have people like sympathizing with Mewtwo, like he's the bad guy. And I was like, no, that would make him an actual like even better character.
yeah,
Yeah,
and he's
so
not
much
really
of
the
it.
bad guy.
Yeah, he's
No.
not.
He's
Like,
getting a lot of shit done to
yeah,
him.
it's about
He just
that.
hates
he was-
humans for
He was in a
doing what they
bad
did.
situation.
Yeah. I would hate humans as well.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we didn't get that, but apparently it was part of the movie.
My favorite conspiracy theory about Pokemon is that it's literally that Ash is in a coma and everything is happening in his
I mean,
head.
yeah, I've heard that one too.
That'd be great too.
It's like it's like after the
I mean, it's,
I think he's not in a coma starting. It's like something happens after
It's
the
when,
Ghost Pokemon episode,
oh,
the
is it the
Gengar
Ghost?
oh
episode.
yeah, in Lavender Town.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's after like the Gengar
I
episode.
thought it would happen when they got attacked by all the Pidgeys and
No,
stuff.
it was Sparrows.
Sparrows.
That was also another. I think that was one. Another one was when the Gengar or the Haunter licked him or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a couple that change where it happens. The Spearow one would make a lot of sense.
Because it was in the very beginning.
And Pikachu
Yeah.
hated his guts.
Yeah. And now
then-
all of a sudden Pikachu's like, yeah, you're my best friend.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for you.
Man, Pokemon, fucking the Pokemon the movie.
Hey, I will tell
Dude.
you this.
Yeah.
It still holds up.
I will tell you this. They tried to redo it. Remember we
And
tried to watch it?
watching it.
Yeah.
Nah, it was not as good.
Um,
Also, if you ever go back for like the Pokemon movie or Pokemon 2000 and look at the soundtracks, what the fuck, man?
Digimon, banger soundtrack.
Hey, Digimon had one of the best.
Digimon, Digimon.
We are kids in America. Oh, kids in America.
Facts.
Yeah, which is real weird because I watched it subbed the other day just to see if it had the same music, and no,
It's not.
no.
So it's not good. We were talking about Tristan. We were talking about because we were talking about trying to watch
Digimon Tamers.
Yeah, season 3.
Oh,
You
I
remember
did-
season 3 where they had the cards and they swiped them in the Digi
Yeah, to
devices?
give them like
Oh,
upgrades.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we were trying to think
Because-
of like an older series to watch.
Yeah,
We'll
we were,
start we already got to watch Gintama.
yeah,
No,
but
like
we were
something
talking
short.
yeah, something for like an episode like and let us know in the comments and stuff because
Yeah.
we actually like this idea of every once in a while having a
Dude,
deep dive,
yeah.
episode on like an older series that's kind of either was very popular and maybe got forgotten about or just kind of how it holds up now.
I kind of want to dive really into like Digimon Cyber Sleuths, the video game.
Yeah.
Like I want to get really
mean-
like I see like all these videos.
I played the hell out of that game.
Isn't that the one where like you can you have to collect them, but you can also do certain things to unlock all their different evolutions?
Kind.
There's like one out now. It's like I think it's like a newer Cyber
I-
Sleuths.
I'm not sure. I know the original Cyber Sleuth, you had your team of 3, and yeah, you could get like, depending on how you digivolved them, you could get pretty much every digivolution.
So I can't remember which one it is, but like I see videos for it all the time. I'm like, this game looks great.
The only thing
But
is,
then I forget to like save the name of the game in my notes and stuff. So then I forget about it until I see the next video, and I'm like, this shit looks great.
I
Yeah.
get that.
I follow the ADHD.
I hear you. And you just let it lead you through life.
But I did actually think of 2 older series that were
Okay.
pretty short.
All
We
right.
did find out Black Lagoon has a season 2. I didn't know about
Yeah,
that. But
we were thinking about back. We were also thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, just
The original Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, but not season 0 because I can't get my hands on it.
So like, would we just watch season 1?
Yeah.
We would watch like up to where
Episode-
Seto Kaiba and him have the duel at the top of the castle.
Yeah, it'd be like 60 episodes.
Well, no. That would have only been 25.
25.
So we would
episodes.
watch until he summons Exodia.
No.
He summons Exodia in the first
in the
episode.
tournament
true.
on the island.
So it'd be
It's
one
like
episode.
it's right before the end of the Duelist Kingdom tournament.
Okay, so you would want
Yeah.
to get through Duelist Kingdom.
Well, most of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just to watch all of Duelist Kingdom. I think it's like 40 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
a
I
lot.
kind of want to watch the Pegasus.
I mean, I
battle.
do because I love Pegasus because he's.
And that's what I'm
That's
saying.
Yugi
ridiculous.
boy.
Yeah.
I just think it would be so interesting. Like we talked about, like we have all of these shows from our childhood that people have fond memories of, like Hamtaro.
No, we are never. But I did actually think of a very short series that only has 1 season that we could definitely watch, and I
Okay.
know neither of you have seen it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Katana Gatari.
I did see that on
Okay, so if you don't know, anyone that's ever actually watched it, it's a gem. Like it's just one that was never like really out there as much. And it is only 12 episodes, but
Might be a good
and
one.
the style of it is a little strange, but the actual story real good.
Yeah, because obviously we would have to think of something short and stuff, and because obviously
Yeah, if
we
you-
don't have time to watch 60 episodes
Yeah.
in a week or two,
No.
and then to do it because we've done that
I mean,
with
if you're Matthew
Castlevania.
Nolte, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've done it with Castlevania,
Yeah, nightmare times.
but I don't want to do it again.
If you guys think of like an older series, yeah, leave it down below
comments,
in the comments.
Comments right there. Look at those comments. Hey, oh my God, you're typing a comment right now, putting an anime show in the comments. You said we don't like that anime. We're not doing My Hero Academia. Delete the comment.
That's not old enough.
Delete the comment.
We're talking early 2000s, like 2012,
Yeah.
the latest.
yeah.
You know,
That's not really. Are we
Yes, Tristan.
dude,
Here's
that's 10
the
years
thing.
back.
We've talked about this too. The new gen that everyone's talking about, they're a decade old at this point. The My Heroes and the Black Clovers.
Well, not a decade. That came out in 2017.
That's fucking 8 years old.
That's
I
a
mean-
decade, Rex.
That's like
That's not six. It's six.
6 years.
Six.
I was about to say it's,
It's
not even.
if you round up, decade.
Well, yes, if you round up.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the new gen is not that new. I would say like the new gen's gonna be like when Sakamoto Days comes out.
Ooh.
Yeah. it's
Kaiju
gonna
number 8. I got you.
be-
Ooh.
Ooh. I mean,
We're no longer excited for
solo leveling.
solo leveling.
Well, I'm not, but
That's because they changed the main people to Japanese.
well,
instead of-
actually, I didn't see that much information on that. Like, who did they change to Japanese?
the main guy. His name's different.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
I don't know if his name is different, but he is.
He's Japanese.
He's Japanese, I believe.
That doesn't work with the story.
Well, it's about to have to.
So
I think they're
I guess I
changing-
know why I'm not watching
Yeah.
because
You're gonna watch it. You're gonna
I-
watch the first episode.
I don't even know if I would.
Unless this
Like,
is
unless
this
the
all
first
something to
episode
just
somehow-
piss people off and just like mislead them.
Yeah, unless
It's gonna be like Ugly Sonic.
well, again, unless the first episode
best
has some
song.
like epic fight to watch, which I know it won't.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no point. Like, I'm not gonna watch anything that's gonna build up a story that's
Not the story that was supposed to be told. But
Yeah,
what
because-
if they did like the Ugly Sonic thing? What if this is just this is what we're doing with solo leveling, and then it comes out and that they didn't do that. They actually followed the manhwa.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, if they actually do follow the manhwa, then yeah, I'll watch it. But I wasn't super thrilled with some of the voice acting, but
I mean,
or
it's-
the music really. But you know, it's,
Yeah,
it's not everything.
you'll be
He's
all right.
like, it's artistic choices,
It's
and I'm not.
yeah.
Listen, I might not be here for them, but it is what it is.
I'm at least gonna give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot unless they change them to Japanese. And the moment that's the case, that ruins like one of the best arcs in the show.
If they get that far,
Dude,
Yeah.
they kind of have to because
they can get canceled.
Well, they will get canceled if they change them to Japanese. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Because,
that solo leveling fan base is pretty.
We got one right here.
I mean-
he read it 4 times in like 4 months.
Well, yeah, dude. I had nothing better. to
Dude,
do.
I remember that. I would just be like, so what you doing? Oh, rereading all of solo leveling again.
Well,
All
yeah,
right.
because I could just read it on my phone while I was like taking a break.
All right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to read some more solo leveling. All right.
all right. Yeah,
I
man.
mean, it's fucking good.
yeah, all right, dude. Yeah, he loved
If
that.
I
We'd
would've-
be at work and he'd be like, hey, I'm going
If
on
I would
lunch.
have had this ShonenJump app, I would have probably finished One Piece by now.
You need to get on.
I've
that.
been reading it. Don't say.
I'm 6 chapters behind.
I'm
Never
still.
gonna catch up.
I'm about 500 behind at the moment.
I'm never catching up.
I'm never catching up. I'm 6 chapters.
I got
behind.
more than one chapter behind and said, nah.
No,
Yeah, what
I'm
if
done.
somebody did that? What if somebody like, I'm done now?
I mean,
You're
I could,
Tupac
dude,
committed
I
at
could
this
see
point.
it happening. Like
What?
sometimes people are like that. If their favorite character like gets killed off Ace, anyways.
You're 1,000 chapters in and you've decided now is the time. You're like, you know what?
Have you gotten to the death of Ace?
no.
No.
I'm still.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like 150 chapters away.
Heartbreak.
I don't see anyone. If you're 1,000 chapters into One Piece, you're not leaving now.
No.
Yeah, I
Oda-
could.
That's like the blue pill. Oda dies before finishing Red
yeah,
Piece.
yeah.
Red pill.
Everyone chooses
you
red.
die to save
Let's be
Oda.
honest.
Everyone, yeah. I mean, if you're at this point and you're somewhat current with One Piece, Oda could almost do anything, and you're like, I have to at least.
Yeah,
see
I
it
need to
through.
see the end.
even
but,
if it's garbage.
Take that red pill, Oda. Do your work, gentlemen. Let me know what Life Tale was like in the next life.
Yeah, for real. Like, there is no way. Protect him at all costs.
Oh God, I keep seeing conspiracy theories about One Piece.
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course
There's
I
a
do.
brand.
Like one of them very specifically about Zoro, and I'm like,
What's the one about Zoro?
oh, I don't even want to go into it because I hope it's wrong.
Go into it.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
I don't know any of these conspiracies.
Okay, so the one for
Rex's
Zoro.
conspiracy
corner.
Okay, so the one for Zoro is you know how he gets lost everywhere he goes.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Even in the game, he doesn't have a map.
Yeah.
In the new Odyssey game that came out, he doesn't. Everyone else has a map. He doesn't have one.
I
Okay,
love
well,
that.
In the left-hand corner.
The fact in the game he doesn't have any kind of guidance whatsoever,
Uh-uh.
though.
I
Okay,
don't-
well that might
yeah.
end this one because people basically think that he might be a log pose that got human fruit.
Oh,
Because-
so he kind of just is drawn to.
Yeah, he's drawn to Lalafell.
Yeah.
That's what people are thinking, but
I don't think.
I
That's
don't
right.
think that is because the more you go into it, there's no way.
Yeah.
Also, I think
Also,
doesn't someone else already have the human fruit?
Chopper.
Yeah,
has
Chopper.
it.
So
Yeah.
you can't have two of the same.
He
Correct.
has the Hito Hito no Mi, but it
Chopper
could-
has to die basically.
Yeah.
Not only
And-
unless Zoro got like a different model. If he got
That could.
Hito Hito no Mi model and then it's like some legendary swordsman.
Could be.
Could be.
But I definitely don't
Yeah,
think
I don't
that's
see it.
I
either.
mean, like, let's just, you know,
But that
there
is
is
a
more than one Hito Hito no Mi.
that is a crazy theory that was thrown out. It's just like I need to stop looking at these because I don't want any of them to be true.
Yeah, yeah, definitely not. That would be.
But
Wild.
that would be
other
wild.
than crazy One Piece things, I did actually dig in and watch Horimiyu, the new season.
Oh, how is
Ooh,
it?
Gross.
Yeah, I know you're not gonna be a fan. Honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna be a fan because
Nope.
yeah, watching it, it's like
Horimiya sucks. Stop looking at me, Tristan.
I disagree.
It sucks.
I do think they fucked up because literally it's called the missing pieces or whatever, and which it really is. They just skip around and it's like different parts of the original show. So if you haven't watched the original show, you won't even know what's going on at
Correct.
all or any of the character relations.
It's basically like it's like me and him were talking about last
It's
time.
like the stuff in the manga that didn't make the cut.
It's like the director's cut. But instead
Oh.
of just redoing the entire first
Yeah,
season,
they literally
and
just
added
do
They
the
in
just
the-
did like episodes of the missing parts.
Yeah.
Well,
Weird.
yeah, it's like cut up like half episodes.
Yeah, it's super strange.
Yeah, it's short form
it's
like
like I told
comedy.
him. They
I don't like
almost
that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
almost would have been better waiting another 5 years
and just doing a redo.
Just doing like an
Reboot.
uncut.
uncut director's cut, whatever.
Snyder
the,
cut.
the real tale
Like,
or whatever.
will I keep watching it? Probably. The stuff is actually pretty good, but it's just weird with it not being within the show.
Yeah.
So-
And I didn't even like the show, so I
yeah,
extra
you
don't
definitely
want
don't
these.
want to watch it. It
I
does
extra don't
expand
want
on all
these.
the side characters though. So
Woohoo!
Have you
That's
started
nice.
season 2 of Ranking of Kings?
I will not.
yeah, because Ranking of Kings ended.
Ended in season 1. To me.
I also
What
tried,
if season 2's really good?
I don't give a damn.
I-
Season 1, it ended in season 1. Come at me.
I'm tempted to watch the second season.
course you are.
I can't
But
say.
you liked season 1.
I
So,
love season 1.
season
so
one's
what
great.
if season 2 is just as good?
It's not.
I can't imagine it being
I think that ending.
like morbid curiosity is the only thing driving me.
I think that ending was so good, and I don't know. It's just
Anything else is gonna taint
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and it's kind of the same reason that if they ever do another Cyberpunk or something like that, or another type of Odd Taxi, I want it to kind of be just completely
Well, if they
different
did another
characters.
Cyberpunk but different characters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want it to be different characters. That story has been told. Same with Ranking of Kings. If they wanted to do something in that style, in that world,
Yeah.
with different characters, I'm in. And
Yeah.
they had a lot of interesting side characters that I would definitely watch if they did like Konosuba did with the.
Mega
Oh,
Man.
Megami
If they wanted to do that, I would.
Explosion Edition.
Yeah, I would be very interested. But like Boji's,
That's very popular.
I've heard.
That is very
I
popular.
like Konosuba, so
Konosuba's
I-
great.
yeah, I think
I
it's good.
still haven't been able to get into it.
I think
You
it's
know what's
good.
hilarious?
Hmm.
I think it's in a movie where the Chimera lady is like holding Kazuma, and she.
I've seen this scene.
Yes, that scene. So that scene came up as I was scrolling through Instagram, and I showed Sarah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so this is from an anime, and it's literally the scene. And he's talking to this woman's talking and talking about how she understands the problems of both men and women. And he kind of gets real freaked out, and he looks up at her and goes, why does it feel like something's poking me? And she gets the real evil look, does this number where you see her eye, and then goes, 'cause it is. And he's like, oh no. Because Kazuma's very ecchi. He likes,
Yeah.
you know.
The women,
Yes.
the boobies
This is a woman with a,
with a penis.
yes. She's got both.
Oh,
She's a chimera. She has parts of all, like, yeah.
oh, cool, man.
And so she's like holding him between her chest, and his head is in bliss, and then he feels something poking him, and he gets very scared.
I haven't seen that.
I think it's in one of the movies.
I've literally
God.
seen it so many times going through reels. People,
It's fucking hysterical every time, though.
it is kind of funny.
Because
But,
every time Cosmo's like, why does it feel like something's poking me? And she's like, 'cause it is. And then everyone's like, don't freak out, Cosmo. We will save you.
I'm surprised that joke got through.
I mean, yeah. Well, in this day and age.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm surprised. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Ranking of Kings. My thing is,
What if they did a whole thing on Kage?
I'm in.
Like the whole
I don't-
season 2 is just Kage.
like, would
No, Boji's got. If
yeah? I don't know. I don't think it
If
would
they
work.
want to do like, I think his
Like his
past,
village.
Like
his
if-
past is so interesting. You could do like a missing pieces type
Yeah.
of thing with it, and I'd be more
Well,
interested.
I would be interested in that for a lot of the side characters.
exactly,
Like if
that's
you
what I'm
just had
saying.
like a bunch of backstories for him.
yeah,
Fuck yeah. I'd
that's what I'm
watch it.
saying. They had so many options to go to, and doing a season 2 of that, and I'm sure. I think the manga did go a little further than season 1, and maybe the story is good and stuff. But for me, like that season 1 is really
They
special.
ended it where they ended it.
Yeah, and I'm good.
It's not like Darwin's Game where we need more.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah,
more.
and I think that's a bummer in anime too.
Listen to me.
Yeah, Darwin's
listen to
Game,
me.
season 2.
Give us season 2.
Season 2. It's on the way. Maybe.
We've spoken a lot of stuff into existence on this podcast. I will
I
not
don't
stop.
think we have, but yes.
Yeah, it just happened.
No, we
but,
did.
Okay, I appreciate. You're right.
I'm giving us credit for it.
We did.
We spoke it
Um,
into existence.
But here's the thing, right? Do you think that? And I'm sure we've talked about this before, but this just kind of transitioned into this. Do you think that anime studios are more okay with ending stuff with one season? Or do you think stuff has to be long running? Because like even Gundam, I mean, it was just kind of like one and done.
So it depends.
For
on,
better or for worse.
It depends on the
Worse.
series. I feel like a lot of times they are nowadays aiming for one season,
Yeah.
unless it's like a big story that they think they can build off of and make a lot of money.
You know what I
Jujutsu.
keep saying about following the ADHD?
Yeah.
That's probably why they be doing these one seasons.
Well-
because people don't have the attention span or the patience.
to wait for a season
I
2.
don't think so. Because think about all the people that are excited about
Bleach.
Black Clover coming back.
It's probably a lot more people that are like our generation and a little bit younger.
You
But
think?
the 2-generational gap, I doubt it. Even my younger brothers, they're like, yeah, I like this. But then they're like, took too long to get the next season though. And they're like, so I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that.
Really?
Yeah.
You're saying the TikTok generation.
It's
i-
fucking up for the
it's
rest
fucking
of
it
us.
up for the rest of us, huh?
Pretty much.
Boomer talk right now.
Old boomer corner. I don't know, man. I that is very interesting because, you know, it's like a a big thing going on in TikTok was this lady is basically a NPC. You seen this?
No.
You seen this?
No.
So she pretends to be an NPC, and you know how people can gift or whatever, like the roses and the spaceships and the galaxies and all that. You know what I'm talking about? On
No
lives,
clue.
On.
like donate like
Oh yeah.
the roses
okay.
and the
Okay,
galaxies.
you're talking about like on like a Twitch stream.
Yeah, but on
Okay.
TikTok.
Got it. Yes.
TikTok Live.
You set it up to where your donations are like a galaxy is a money, but
Right.
it's a certain dollar amount.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking like, what the fuck are you
And
talking
so
about?
all she does, she has a
She has a menu.
She has a straightener, and she puts a popcorn kernel in the straightener to basically make it popcorn. Right.
Mhm.
This is what she's doing in her left hand, and then all she says this entire stream is basically like does the sound effects for when she gets like a rose or a galaxy or this and that, and she does it for 6 or 7 hours at a time, and all she does is stand there and pop popcorn kernels and make these noises like an NPC, and she has like an idle animation and stuff like that. She is making tens of $1,000s a day. So you're saying that generation
Yes.
can't have the attention, because basically they're saying there's theories or whatever that
She's making.
tens of thousands.
Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
I do a lot
For tens of thousands of dollars.
a day.
Yeah.
I'd sit in that corner right there and do absolutely fuck all if I was asked to for tens of thousands of dollars a day.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, it's kind of smart for her to capitalize on. I'm not hating on her or nothing. I think it's an
So
interesting.
she's
thing.
basically just pretending to be like a real life sim.
like an NPC or a sim. Yes,
I saw
100%.
someone do this, except it was on Instagram Reels,
Yeah.
and they literally were just like, their wife comes up to them and says something,
Right.
and they respond and move like a Skyrim NPC
Yeah,
for
right.
everything.
Yep.
And the thing is, this man has it spot on the run, everything. I was just like, how much Skyrim you play, boy?
Dude, anyone that has any hours of Skyrim,
Honestly,
they've
I
played
feel
it
like,
multiple times.
yeah, anyone that's
I'm
done,
debating going back in because hey, it's a safe bet.
I
mean, yeah.
put 100 hours in and I did my thing.
I think I did like,
I got all the achievements and I moved
150.
on.
I got like 200 or 300 hours in Skyrim.
I mean, I'm sure Autumn does.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Autumn has a lot of hours.
Yeah,
in Skyrim.
she like literally was like perfecting her houses.
When the achievements ran out, that's when I left.
She
Did you play all the DLCs?
No,
no,
There was more achievements.
I don't care.
yeah.
I care about the main. None of that bothers me. Like
Also,
I don't
dude,
do.
you really think he's gonna go for the DLCs that added vampires?
Ugh.
Don't give me that.
Call Knight's pretty good.
I gotta agree.
But yeah, no.
Literally goes, ugh, and it's just like, bad.
No, you're right.
I need a spray bottle for him from now on. Just like when he starts being like, ugh, just be like, no.
You're right.
Bad
You're right.
peppers.
You're right.
Probably don't need a spray bottle over the podcaster.
I don't know. Let's get weird. You know, let's get dangerous. I was pouring the energy drinks over the podcaster.
Well, they weren't really energy drinks. They were
Alcoholic energy drinks. Yeah.
They,
that's
no,
right.
there was no caffeine in them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do you not remember
it
that?
was
We were
just
very,
seltzers.
yeah.
We were
very
very
pissed
disappointed.
off.
Yeah, I didn't like them. I saw them sitting at a gas station the other day and
Yeah.
got sad.
I got sad too. I
I
see
like
them
it.
in my garage.
You could have been great, you know? You could
Yeah.
have been something. You
Hey.
could have been a contender.
Yeah,
But no.
But no.
I might have started drinking again, but no.
But no, here we are. I don't know. But yeah, so you're saying that generation. I think.
The dogs are trying to kill each other.
maybe.
I think it is going to be interesting to see when we age out of the demographic that they're targeting, what kind of
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you.
what kind of entertainment's even going to be out.
I'm going to be honest with you. Reincarnated in another world as a vending machine might be a little bit outside of our demographic. But we're going to watch it because we're fans of anime.
That's right. And I need to
mean,
know.
It's definitely outside of my demographic.
Yeah, morbid curiosity.
Exactly.
That's the only reason I watched it, honestly.
At this point, like stuff coming out, especially if it's not like seinen and even some of the newer shonen, like Boruto is not.
In our demographic. you think?
No.
But it's still the
I feel like-
same.
But we do get them 4 new episodes of Naruto.
Yeah. I still think it's the same pacing. I'm talking about. I really do believe the generation coming up, and I'm talking, you know, the young kids that are in elementary school and middle school and stuff like that. They're, from what I know,
What's their Hamtaro going to be?
that's what I'm
Pat?
saying. What is their ham target? Like I said,
Their Blue's Clues.
I don't know. Yeah, what's their Blue's Clues like? This is just me as an old man guessing. But I think that their whole entertainment and their whole mentality of, even comedy or anything that they're interested in is going to be completely different.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
when,
sure a lot
when
of
does
them-
when does that switch happen where we see different types of content as entertainment be the majority of
I
it?
mean, that's kind of like me watching my sister grow up because of the age gap. Like,
Right.
shit, I'm
You know, being
More
in
than
college
double
and
her
people
age.
thinking, where did you keep her?
yeah.
That's your
I've
daughter.
been
Where
to-
was
yeah.
she this whole
Yeah.
time?
People really did.
Yep.
But no, like the stuff she enjoyed growing up was like watching Minecraft videos and stuff. And
Yeah.
I was like, but why?
It's the iPad.
I get
babies.
it now,
But
but
I don't know. But that like the Minecraft videos made sense to me. They're a fan of those games.
well,
or they're-
sometimes it
yeah.
makes sense to me because there's some crazy mods. They also some of the worlds that just get generated are insane.
But I'm talking about there are people. They're watching Skibidi Toilet, and they're watching this lady pop popcorn and do these sounds for hours, man. And like it doesn't even compute with like we're getting to the point where the hip cool thing and the popular stuff that is getting 25 million, 30 million views a day is not clicking with me,
I get that.
and it's scary. I'm scared.
Are you scared?
I think we're out of touch, man. Are we old?
Are we the ones out?
To
of
be
touch?
fair, we're also like three dudes that if we don't have to, we're not leaving our homes.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm not going out.
No.
I'm not
I
doing
get
it.
invited to a bar every once in a while, and I have to sit there and go,
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's the possibility that there's probably going to be someone that gets in a fight tonight? High percent chance? Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
But I was asked, and I don't get to see these people. I'll go for 2 hours. I don't even drink.
Yeah. See,
I go watch all the chaos unfold. Go. I've gotten my fill. I want my bed again.
Yeah. And see, now he's going to graduate to mine and your class where people
Ninjas.
don't even ask us
Nah.
because they know I'm not going.
See, the problem is I'm always going to be asked.
Exactly.
You know who my
Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. That's what I'm saying.
Bryson, talking about you.
Come on the podcast, bud.
We got another microphone.
We do.
Matthew.
We got another microphone. You know what I mean?
Matthew's really wanting to.
Hey, he might have some free time coming up.
You think that man's gonna have free time?
Let's record an episode there.
I was thinking about it.
Oh my god.
We'll talk. We'll figure out the logistics and the legalness of it, I guess.
It would be totally illegal.
Honestly, so as far as relating to some content, I did try watching Dark Gathering, which
Yeah.
is new anime that just came out this season. I don't get the fucking point.
Which one is that?
Like, okay, so
Is the structure still the same, or does the structure not even make sense?
So the structure is main character basically was a shut-in for a while because he had some bad things happen to
Sure,
him. His
sure.
arm might be possessed by a ghost or
Who
something.
knows?
Who knows? He wears a glove.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
You know, normal middle school shit.
Exactly.
But
All
now
right.
he's going to university, and
Uh-oh.
he's become a tutor for what happens to be his best friend's cousin. He didn't know that he was going to be her tutor.
Fair.
But and she turns out to be able to see spirits like pretty much like we see things all
Like
the
Shaman
time.
King.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
But she's like a small child, I'm guessing like elementary, and she's apparently capturing these spirits and torturing them.
Very cool.
I'm
All
like-
right. All right.
None of these characters are likable or relatable, and they make the main character seem like a masochist to a degree because he hates spirits, but at the same time, he enjoys being scared.
I've read a lot of manga about some masochists lately.
Well,
I
this might be
understand.
right up your alley, but
No, it's probably not.
I mean,
But,
I know
uh,
Eminence in Shadow season 2 is coming out now.
It's out.
I don't know.
It's out.
But
I
I'm
don't
here
watch
for
it,
it.
but I
I
know it's
watched the
out.
full first episode, and I was like, who's this supposed to appeal to? Like, the horror,
Masochists,
well, the
clearly.
horror of it's not even that good. Like, you know how with fuck, I cannot think of the title right now.
Cool.
It's that series we were super hyped about.
Inspector.
Inspector, yes. You know how I am so proud of you for somehow getting that. But,
I'm gonna be honest with you. One, we're talking about like spirits and yokai. Two, you said the one we were so hyped about, and I was like, I already know what it
yeah,
is.
it was Inspector, but
Yep.
Because season 2's coming out, and I need to watch it.
Of course you do.
I'm tempted to check it out only
You,
because I saw a scene from it and it actually looked good. But
Rex, you are gullible.
I am gullible.
When it comes to
But
anime,
I'll
you are
give
gullible.
things a chance. generally. Solo leveling, if he's
you gonna
Japanese,
give the most
done.
recent season of My Hero Academia a chance?
No.
He will
Exactly.
one day.
I mean, yeah.
You're
if
gonna run
if
across
I get
it one
bored
day.
enough,
Yep.
yeah,
You
because
gonna give season 3 of Demon Slayer a chance?
no.
See,
No, he will not do that.
Yeah, like I've already said, like,
He's written it off and said goodbye.
well, yeah, because if there's really no real driving force behind the story, it's not gonna actually give us a build up on the lore.
yeah,
and
but
it's
you
just
just said
gonna
you'd
be
give
pretty.
it a try.
No,
You know, but he said he.
I gave 2 seasons a try in a movie.
He's more
The
interested.
movie was the first half of the second season.
Yeah, I don't care.
He's more interested in My Hero Academia than Demon Slayer.
That's accurate.
Exactly.
That's like very accurate.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Like at least has interesting characters.
Which I agree because I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't watched a single bit of Demon
Reign
Slayer.
of the 7 Spellblades, which
Yeah.
I'm looking at over
Reign
there.
of the 7 Spellblade seems real interesting.
That first episode wasn't bad.
Oh, you watched it?
I did watch the
yeah,
first episode.
I loved the fact that the headmaster came out and was just like, yeah,
You're gonna die.
a lot of you are probably gonna die, but at least try to
It was-
make yourselves up to something enough that you leave something behind for the others.
It was one of those that some of you may die, and that is a sacrifice I am willing to
Yeah,
make.
There's nothing.
100%.
There's no way
And then-
around it.
No, she
and-
literally says,
yeah.
like, our success is built on
the corpses of the rest of you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you've told me about this.
Yeah, yeah.
and it's really not bad. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
And the first dude, like the main dude, he's very much like, oh, I want to know what his deal is.
I do, right?
I
Because
wanna-
they don't go into him at
No,
all.
but then you realize someone like is like a secret agent, like watching him to make sure
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got
I
some
wanna
shit
know
going down.
his. I want to know his deal.
And you know he has family like within the school, so you're like,
Yep.
what's going on here?
I'm wondering because he's like, oh, well, I have a lot of experience like making new ways to use spells.
Yeah.
Like
And
maybe he doesn't have like a whole lot of magic, but he
maybe.
knows how to use lower level spells to like a higher level.
Well, he
function.
did have to basically ask the other people to cast a certain spell for him to be able to produce the
Exactly.
dragon's voice or whatever they use.
Yeah,
So,
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah,
You sold it to me.
it seems real interesting. The world they're setting up seems great. It is a
It
little.
doesn't look bad.
It does. No, it does not look bad. It reminds me of K Return of Kings or whatever. Yeah, very similar art style, except less gratuitous on the fan service. Because
As of the first episode,
You
yeah,
never
as
know
of
where
the
it's
first,
there
going.
is
I mean,
there's the baths, there's the purification scene.
Well, yeah, and also the headmaster was stacked.
Oh, boy,
Let's be honest. I'm not gonna say what just went through my mind, but you guys are probably
titties,
there. Yeah,
So you were about it.
massive,
You
Yeah.
said this is what
big titty anime woman. I'm here.
I'm here. Hey, present.
but yeah, that's one of the few series.
She said, "Some of you may die," and I said, "Ma'am, yes, ma'am."
As long as it's in your bosom, I don't care.
one final embrace.
Girlfriend's right outside the door listening to us talk about this.
She's
Like,
an anime girl. It doesn't count.
oh, it don't matter.
Not your girlfriend.
I'm about to
Your
go get
girlfriend's a real
B.
person. Well, she was punching you earlier today.
The abuse is constant.
This is on camera. There's evidence. They've seen it.
I've seen it.
If I go missing.
I'll back you. I'll back you.
Okay.
I got you.
I'll
Unless
find
she
it.
bribed you.
It's true.
Yeah, he is going through hard times.
I'm going through hard times.
I
man.
know.
I'm cheap.
Hey, I
I'm
respect
cheap.
it.
I'm cheap.
We talked about that too.
Yeah. But yeah.
So in
man.
order to help us all out,
Would you please go over to the YouTube Anime Unraveled Pod and like and subscribe? Leave a comment below. Let us know what anime you would like us to deep dive into, especially if it's a shorter series, something a little older, and maybe something that you think it lives up to the hype.
And for all you people that love the Skibidi Toilets and the TikTok lives of the
Jesus,
NPCs, we're over on TikTok, AnimeUnraveled Pod on the TikTok, ticking and talking. We can go live on TikTok. We should do.
we
that.
probably should do
we
that.
should do that.
I've
one
been
time.
told by. We should do that where like we've got like Ken here.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
She has mentioned something about wanting to get on here,
Yeah.
so
So
we'll figure it
go
out.
follow us on TikTok because we're gonna do a live. We've just decided right now on camera.
Got it. Guys, you heard my two cohorts here. It's the end of the episode. It's my favorite part of the episode. It's the part where I tell you guys to please make sure to leave a review, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out. It really gets our name out in
It does.
the algorithm.
It does. It does.
I'm not going to cycle everything back.
Nah,
you know
hey,
where to go for
yeah.
YouTube. You know where to go for Spotify.
It's a constant circle, man. Constant circle. Always have it.
Always.
Anime
Always.
forever, forever and always. Forever. This is a
Coming close.
Coming close.
We did start the episode with fellas. So fellas,
we can never escape. It's a constant circle. Oh no. Listen, we're always
This is
here.
the song that never ends.
But this episode's gonna end, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.